Good morning. I hope that you're excited about today's Take 5. We're talking about a very interesting subject. We're going to be speaking very quickly about money. Okay, this miracle is where the coin is taken out of the fish's mouth, and today's topic of conversation is money. Okay, and I love talking about money, particularly when it comes to Jesus, because the miraculous can happen, and oh my goodness, sometimes when we need money, we need miracles to happen, be outworked, and Jesus is able to provide. He's able to be that provider for us. He's the Jehovah Jireh. He provides for us. And in this miracle, we see Jehovah Jireh doing his thing where he says to the disciples, look, go and cast out and see what happens. And then outworks this incredible miracle where the coin is taken out of the fish's mouth. But what's interesting, what I noticed specifically about today's passage, and if you've not seen it, it's Mathew 17 verses 24 to 27. Mathew 17 verse 24 to 27. And interestingly, in the story, as you read it unfold, you kind of see that Jesus knows what the disciples are thinking. He knows before they've even said anything. And then he chooses to speak first. And I think it's really important to know the order of things when it comes to talking about money, that ultimately we don't speak first and then hear what Jesus has to say. Actually, it's Jesus that speaks first. He speaks into the situation. He speaks over the financial circumstance, and we speak second. Because what he has to say, Jehovah Jireh, is more important than what we feel or think about the situation. So Jesus speaks into the situation. He takes the moment. He speaks first, and then he gives them instruction to actually act upon and see the miracle outworked. And I think sometimes when we want God to do something, we're sitting there praying, hoping for something to happen, and God has given us instruction to go and do something about it. And it's literally about taking, for those guys, they literally take their rod, they cast out, and then as it unfolds, the coin is taken out of the fish's mouth. But I think it takes for them to actually go and cast their line into the water. And I think the challenge for you today is, what does it look like for you in actually taking the instruction that God has given you to outwork that miracle? Taking ownership over it today, not sitting there praying, kind of going, well, hopefully something happens, please. No, he's actually instructed you and me as disciples to go and bring about the miracle, to go and see it happen. And so what does casting out look like? Maybe it looks like for you praying for someone that's sick, someone that you've not prayed for, out loud, and say, hey, look, can I pray for you? That's what it looks like to cast your line out and to see what you're going to bring in. Maybe it looks like for you to actually give money away in order to get more income in. I actually think that sometimes God is requiring us to be generous in order to know his generosity. And so all those things can be outworked in you actually taking on the instruction that God has for you. But it's about listening to what that instruction is, and not just kind of sitting there aimlessly hoping that something special is going to happen, because God is looking to do that special thing through you. So I hope that you're encouraged by that devotional. I hope that you're challenged by it. I hope that you're even thinking about some things that you can do today to go, actually, do you know what? I have been really quite, lax in this area. I'm going to take ownership. I'm going to cast my line into the water, and I'm going to see what I'm going to bring in, and the miracle might just be there outworked through you today, in Jesus' name. I hope you're encouraged by that. Thanks very much for listening. See you tomorrow. Bye.